So our theme for the sixth Sunday of Easter is the kingdom of peace is coming. Last week we heard about the kingdom of love. Now we're hearing about the kingdom of peace. In our first reading from the Acts of the Apostles, the peace of the church was disturbed. A conflict arose as to whether the Gentiles that were coming into the church needed to be circumcised. In the Jewish faith, right, to be part of the old covenant, you had to be circumcised. And the question was, did you have to be part of the old covenant to be part of the new covenant? There were those that argued that yes, you needed to be circumcised. You needed to first come into the old covenant before you could come into the new covenant. But then there were those that said, no, just being baptized, the Holy Spirit brought you into the new covenant. And so Paul and Barnabas go to Jerusalem to talk to the apostles to have this question settled. And there it was decided that no, you didn't need to be circumcised. But as a sense of unity, right, everybody needed to adhere to some of the Jewish practices, some of the practices of the Old Covenant, just to create that unity within the church. Our second reading, as we've been talking throughout this Easter season, comes from Revelation. The second reading describes the New Jerusalem that we heard coming last week. The New Jerusalem has 12 gates, 3 on each of the 4 sides, giving access to everyone all around, no matter where you're coming from. But each of the gates is guarded by an angel who will throw out those who are impure. And so the church is open to everyone, but we've all have to be in that spiritual purity as we come into the church. And of course, the 12 gates represents first the 12 tribes of the Old Covenant, the 12 tribes of Israel, but also represent the 12 apostles. And it is through their successors, the bishops, that rule the New Jerusalem. And finally, our gospel is from John, and we continue hearing of Jesus at his final discourse there at the Last Supper, the night before he died. And here in our gospel passage, we see the convergence of love and obedience. God's commands are given for our good, to show us the path to love. Our obedience shows that we both love and trust him. And Jesus tells them that he'll send the Holy Spirit to guide him in that obedience, to guide him in doing God's will. It should be pointed out that the you that Jesus uses is a plural. Here in Texas, we'd say y'all. It's not given to them individually, but it's given to the apostles collectively within the church to be guided by the Holy Spirit in keeping that obedience, keeping that love that spreads throughout the world. Ultimately, this love and obedience, guided by the Holy Spirit, brings us the peace, that peace of Christ that surpasses all understanding.